Well, now, Bizzarefurhead ought to be around here someplace. There he is. As you can see, we're getting ready for a landmark season of gardening. Really got the garden fixed up fancy. Got all these bricks that were dug up from the sidewalk when the electrician trenched in the power. I see a silver Buick in there. I think he's doing something with that today. We got a new radiator put in the car, so that's all good again, but now it's got another problem. Such are the joys of driving 20-plus-year-old vehicles. All right, so what are you doing? Pretty funny, whatever it is.
Here at Bigger is Better Body Shop and Muffler Sound Shop, we are here to break a 88 Buick LeSabre.
You're going to break it? I thought you were going to fix it.
Well, hopefully not break it too bad.
Oh, not break it too bad. So if nothing else, the keykeeper can put it back together, right?
Yeah. So here's the problem we're after.
Well, before you tell us about that, why don't you tell us about this over here? See, Bizzarefurhead, he built himself a nice little shelf. That's when we discovered that we have an inadequate number of properly functioning woodworking tools.
Yes. Can't find a proper circular saw to save my life.
Yeah, and the jigsaw didn't work too well. Didn't you have some trouble with a drill, too?
Yeah, I couldn't find a good working drill. So if you need improper working tools, here at whatever I called this place before, we have them.
We have improper woodworking tools, but it all came together. It's got these little peanut butter jars here that actually are screwed into the top of the wood. The lid is, and so you can unscrew them, and then you can get at whatever you're storing in there, which is really a very clever idea. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these had airsoft BBs in it or something.
Well, one did have.
But that's what Bizzarefurhead made with a little bit of help from the keykeeper. Okay, now tell us about that thing.
So this was a part of
an exhaust strap.
Yeah, part of an exhaust strap or a hose clamp. At the muffler shop where we took this beastie to get fixed at, they put this guy on, and due to excessive heat and lots of road moisture and probably some salt too.
Probably just vibration. I would guess that died of fatigue.
Just rusted in two.
Just went, and that was it.
So I'm here to fix this.
All right.
Somehow.
I'm sure you'll manage. I'd say give yourself a little more room to work than that. There you go. All right, everybody. There you can see how the exhaust pipe is hanging down further than it ought to because of the failure of the strap. Furhead went out and got himself some nifty foam pads that are supposed to make this kind of work less back-breaking or something. I don't know. Whatever. He's adjusting his light. Here comes the pads. Now he's just going to end up wiring this up, which is really not the best fix, but should buy us some time until we can get the proper parts. Alright, it's kind of hard to see what we're doing here, but we're actually carefully jacking the muffler pipe, the exhaust pipe, back up into its approximately rightful position. At which point, Furhead is going to wire it up into place.
The fur wonder. I'm not one of them people that bend into many shapes, contortionist, but I play one in the garage. Oh boy.
That's a job, isn't it?
This is a pain.
Ow. As long as you don't knock the car off the jack stands, we'll be good. Just make sure you're wiring to something sturdy. No brake lines, no gas lines.
I don't know. YouTube people, how sturdy is the sway bar? Probably not the world's best idea, but if anything gives, the wire will probably give first.
I don't think it'll hurt too much.
Wire. There we go.
Put a whole bunch of twists in that.
I don't want to. We are professionals. Do not attempt this at home. Yeah, right.
who hears that message and actually obeys it?
I don't know of too many people. Yep, this is how not to repair automobiles.
I got sweat in my ear. My ear's sweating. How often does that happen?
I would say not terribly.
Oh, don't you just love doing automobile work in the summer?
Yes, that's the best time in the world to do it. Yeah, at least we're not having to do it out in the rocks and the dirt.
I should hold that there. And it goes somewhere in the middle by the fuel tank.
Well, at some point we ought to look into getting the right parts. We definitely should.
Yep. So that's the end of Playtime Garage. See you next time.
See you next week, huh?
Ow.
When we figure out, well, don't do that. Figure out why the engine fell out.
Engines are fun. You have a built-in meat slicer on your car.
This is how most of our work ends, with a pretty big letdown. You gonna get it?
Come on, don't treat me like that. Tell me, I'm a lot nicer someday. There's not one of them.
Oh, don't do that.
That's the hand.
Don't hurt yourself.
Now, things are going to be better between us.
You sure of that?
No.
I tell you what, folks, Furhead really needs to dust his car. It needs a good vacuuming. That isn't right. Now come on, you'll get carbon monoxide poisoning doing that kind of crap. Don't hit the garage walls.
You're good now.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what we have right here, this has to be, if the Register, which is an IT news website, refers to the Apple iPhone as the Jesus phone and the iPhone 4 as the Judas phone, this has to be the Lazarus phone, because the digitizer on this thing is so badly broken. Yeah, there we go. And yet it works perfectly. I believe this thing has, you've sat on it a couple of times.
Got a 3/4 inch steel plate on it.
It's flown off at least one car and one truckling, and yet still it keeps coming back for more. This is just amazing. So buy a Samsung phone.
That reminds me of the Chumbawamba song. I get knocked down, but I stand up again.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that, yeah.
Hey! The car paid me!
It's tough making money as a mechanic, isn't it?
This will buy me like a finger.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't lose one, because then it'd be a zero-sum game.
Yay!
Wouldn't be good at all.
Hey,